Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. If your Samsung washer won't spin and there's no error code on the display, you're in the right place. I'm going to walk you through the three most common causes and show you exactly how to fix them yourself. No repair technician needed. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. When your Samsung washer fills up, agitates, but then just sits there refusing to spin out your clothes, there are three main culprits behind this. I'll walk you through these solutions in order, starting with the 30-second fixes and moving to the more involved repairs that might take 15, 20 minutes. Trust me on this. I've seen this problem hundreds of times, and it's almost always one of these issues. So the most common cause is an unbalanced load, and these Samsung washers are picky about this stuff. Here's what happens. The machine senses uneven weight distribution and just stops the spin cycle as a safety measure to prevent damage. You'll know this is your problem when the drum stays completely still even though the cycle seems to be running. I had this customer last month who called me in a panic because her washer wouldn't spin. Turned out she had one heavy comforter in there with nothing else. One comforter, the machine couldn't balance it properly. Here's the fix. First, open the door and redistribute clothes evenly around the drum. Think of arranging them like numbers on a clock face. Your load is the right size when you can comfortably fit your hand between the clothes and the top of the drum. For single heavy items like comforters or blankets, add 2, 3 bath towels to create balance and prevent the machine from detecting an uneven load. Another common culprit is water that can't drain properly from the tub. These machines are smart. They won't spin a tub full of water because that would cause serious damage. You'll know this is happening when you see standing water in the tub after the cycle finishes, and you might hear a humming noise from the drain pump but no actual water movement. Here's what we're going to check. First, check the drain hose at the back of your washer. It shouldn't be kinked, bent, or crushed anywhere along its length. The hose should extend 6 to 8 inches into your drain pipe. Any deeper and it can create a siphon effect. Before checking the filter, always unplug your washer for safety. On front load models, you'll find the filter access panel at the bottom front of the machine. Drain any residual water into a pan. Then unscrew the filter and clean out all the debris. You'd be amazed what I find in there. Coins, lint, buttons, you name it. If the filter's clean and the hose is clear, but you're still getting that humming with no water movement, the drain pump itself might need replacement. The safety mechanism that confirms your door or lid is securely closed can fail, and when it does, the machine won't allow the high-speed spin cycle to start. Makes sense. You don't want that drum spinning at full speed with the door open. You'll know this is your issue when the door appears closed, but the machine acts like it's still open. You might not hear that characteristic click when the latch engages. Here's your step-by-step check. First, inspect the door seal for any clothing or debris blocking the latch. Close the door. You should hear a definite click. If there's no click or the door feels loose, you'll need to examine the door lock assembly. Always unplug the machine first, then remove the front or top panel to access the lock mechanism. Look for loose wire connections or visible damage like cracks or burn marks. You can test these components with a multimeter for electrical continuity. No continuity means it needs replacement. For top loaders, suspension rods dampen vibrations and keep that inner drum centered. Front loaders use shock absorbers for the same job. When these wear out, the machine shakes excessively during spin or stops spinning entirely because it detects an off-balance condition. Here's a quick test for front loaders. Push the drum down and release it. It should instantly return without bouncing. If it bounces, your shock absorbers are shot. For top loaders, inspect those rods and springs for breakage. These parts account for about 25% of spin issues, and here's the thing. It's easy to confuse this with a simple unbalanced load, so test carefully before ordering parts. This one's for top load models only. The clutch assembly is crucial in the transmission system, ensuring smooth engagement for agitation versus spinning. When it fails, the washer might agitate just fine but completely refuses to spin. You'll hear grinding noises or the drum won't move at all during the spin cycle. If it is moving, the speed might fluctuate inconsistently. Run a cycle and watch. If that tub isn't rotating or the speed's all over the place, you're probably looking at a worn clutch. You can find the replacement part for about 270 bucks, which is still cheaper than a service call and new machine. The drain pump is what forcibly expels water from the tub, and it's essential for proper drainage before spinning. When it fails, you'll see water remaining in the drum, and the machine will refuse to spin. You might hear humming, but no water movement. Now, here's the thing. Before you assume the pump is dead, check that filter for coins, lint, or debris, and make sure the rear drain hose isn't kinked. I can't tell you how many times I've been called out for a bad pump when it was just a clogged filter. If you do need to replace the drain pump, you're looking at anywhere from about 40 to 300 bucks depending on your model. That's way cheaper than calling someone like me. Now, if you're dealing with actual part failures, let's talk about what you're looking at cost-wise and whether these repairs make sense to tackle yourself. I always tell people, a service call alone is going to run you at least 200 bucks before we even touch a part, so most of these fixes are definitely worth doing. You can see right there on your screen some of the most common Samsung models that run into these spinning issues. Take a look. You might spot your own model up there. Don't worry about memorizing those model numbers, but it's good to know you're not alone if your machine's on that list. That's how you tackle a Samsung washer that won't spin with no error code. Here's your action plan. Start with load balancing. It's free and solves 60% of these issues in under a minute. Next, check your drain system and door lock mechanism. If these three solutions don't work, you're likely looking at internal parts replacement, and I've got separate videos covering those repairs step by step. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your washer spinning again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.